Yeah. Sometimes I
Audio
get
off
so
করে
mad,
দাও।
there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know my rap, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that.
Hello Tushar, just turn off the stream sound and turn off the stream sound also. Tushar, can you hear me? Turn off the stream sound. স্ট্রিমের সাউন্ডটা অফ করে দাও। হ্যাঁ, এবার ফেসবুকের সাউন্ডটা ফুল করে দাও। হ্যাঁ, মানে আমাদের কথা বলার দরকার নেই।
Teams have seen a decent ban from both the team, and let's see that what Zender is going to ban. Also, they're banning Glock again, but I believe this time Valhalla banned Glock, whereas the last time it was Team Zodiac who took away the Glock from from the other team. So I think it's a respect ban. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure if
coming now.
Zodiac plays a lot of Glock. There must be some reason behind banning Glock in both the matches from both the
Yes,
teams.
I think both the teams have like a very pretty good crack players, and that's why they don't want to be annoyed. And
হ্যালো
even in
অমরজিৎ দা।
this match, we see Hayate banned.
Yeah, so Hayate has been dealing a lot of damage in the entire tournament. So it's pretty much, it comes pretty much obvious that Hayate would be banned if they're not picking it.
So Valhalla has picked Kulen as their first pick, and okay, so to be honest,
Okay.
as I think Tulen is going to be the new meta or what? What do you think, Aizen?
I am not quite sure until and unless he's a very good Tulen player, which I believe he is, that he picked it in the first go. I think he would be pretty comfortable with that particular hero, so he has picked it in the first go, and I think he would be dominating as well. Uh, but my past experiences in the tournament was not quite good, as I saw a lot of people picking Tulin but were not able to execute them very like accurately. But let's see what 1v does with Tulin. And we are again seeing a Lumbur and a Lavelle pick from the red side models. And we are seeing an
Yeah, just
Illumina
I
pick
think they are just
from
like
Patel.
switching the picks they had, and
But let's
Naveel was
see
dealing a
how it goes
massive amount of
because
damage in the
as
last
far
match
as
as the
a
game
pick
went
can take you, but if you
proceeded
can't execute
towards
your
the mid
gameplay,
and late.
I don't think it will help too
I
much.
think you noticed that as well, but
Yes,
from a
that's
back
very
line,
true. So
Naveel
we are
was
seeing a
doing
similar
a lot
compositions
of
from both the
damage.
teams. So in the last match as well, we saw that Zodiac
Yes,
Esports
that's
was
very
going with
true.
a
So, in
good
the
amount
last
of
match, we saw that
defense
Leon
and
was
CC,
banned, but since
and
now
it's
it's
the same
open,
for
it
this
is
match
being
as well.
third
And
picked
whereas when we
by
come to Valhalla, we see
Isami,
a
and
lot
I
of
think
damage coming
Yon
in
has
from
been
Tulin
doing
and
pretty
Yon
well in the
with a
entire
good amount of
tournament. And with
sustain
that,
and also a decent
Zinder
amount of
also
damage from
picked
Mina.
Mina, and they have now a good
Yeah,
amount.
I think Mina is just for that as a secondary tank, I guess, because we know that Mina can be really tanky at a point.
Yes, that's very true. So we are seeing a similar compositions from both the teams. So in the last match as well, we saw that Zodiac Esports was going with a good amount of defense and CC, and it's the same for this match as well. And whereas when we come to Valhalla, we see a lot of damage coming in from Tulin and Yon with a good amount of sustain and also a decent amount of damage from Mina.
Yeah, I think Mina is just for that as a secondary tank, I guess, because we know that Mina can be really tanky at a point. So, and she has a lot of skills that can annoy the anyone. Like if she catches you, she can just keep you, like she can hold you till
Yes.
a point, and which gets pretty much annoying.
That's very true. And also with Mina's second skill, it's very easy to invade buffs and just reset it, just like that. What the Grok does. So it's pretty similar to that with that hook coming in from Mina. So I think Mina would probably be invading enemies jungle, if I'm not wrong. And we also see an Elaine ban from Team Red. So I am not sure if Elaine would have been a good ban. I think Scud is still open right now, and if it is being picked, because okay, so if Zodiac manages to pick Scud jungle, I think they would have enough amount of damage and sustain. But then again, they don't have a lot of lead scaling damage heroes in
Okay,
their
so
team.
okay, you are just talking about Scud and he gets banned. So no Scud for us today,
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah, yes. I'm not sure why they banned Scud because Team Valhalla has already picked their jungle, which is Tulin, with the Retreon, and we already have Mina if she is going for the Slayer lane, and I don't think Valhalla would have picked Scud, but then again, it could be something that went through their mind and they decided to ban it.
I to be honest, I think Team Blue is going to pick something else for their jungler because I don't think like they want to show their jungler in the first pick. Like, don't you think that, Aizen? Because
Yes.
showing your jungler as your first pick is like, I don't know, like I don't
Me-
think that's a very smart thing to do because if if
Mhm.
you show something like you're going that's going to be your main damage dealer or you're going to build that team around that hero or titan, sorry, that is so
Yes.
or the opponent team will obviously pick heroes that will all counter your main jungler completely. And we
Yes.
can see that they have Lumbo, they have Virus, which kind of counter Tulen. They just, I don't think it's going to be Tulen, but I can be
Yes.
wrong. So let's see.
Yes, that could be correct from your point of view. But what I see right now is that Valhalla is overconfident, and they are like, okay, we dominated and destroyed them in the last match completely. So we are confident enough to destroy them again in the second match. So they are first pick to win. Now, as we see that the Valhalla has locked Emily and Malok, I'm pretty sure that Tulin would be going with the jungle.
I think so too. I think Mina is going to be their roamer, I guess.
Yes, Mina is going to be the roamer, and that's like, as you said, Mortal, why the first pick? I think it's the overconfidence speaking.
But let's see. Team Blue might have a superb villain player who might show us a very nice gameplay.
Okay, so I think with Zuka being locked by Team Zodiac, they have enough amount of damage to put in against Team Valhalla. So both the teams are this time around. I feel both the teams have equally drafted very well. It's all up to the execution that they would be able to do in the match. If they do not lose their temperament and do not lose their vision, I think it would be a great match. I just hope that Team Zodiac will be able to come back and make the match 1-1.
Yes, just like if we speak our hearts out, we just want to see a great match.
Yes, that's very
Like
true.
we are just after that masala that we want. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true. And also, the audience should be loving to go to the best of five match to the last match because that's a different kind of spice that we are waiting for. If it goes 1-1 in this one,
Yes, just think about it. It's going to be pretty interesting if it goes to the neck to neck. Like who's going to win? They if they don't know till the end. That's a different
yes,
kind of fun.
watching the tournament right now and planning about the finals of whomever the team they are going to fight in the coming Sunday. So I hope they would be also be here and watching them on who's picking what and how they are rotating.
Yeah, if Lazy is watching, all I want to say is whoever goes to fight with them on Sunday going to be fabulous. Like they just have to wait and make that interesting for us. What do you say, Aizen?
Yes,
And
very true.
going
So.
to
Mhm.
that I was just going to say that it's going to be a fight between like I don't know what I can't find word, but it's
Yeah,
going to
so
be
that
interesting.
that
That's
would
all I
be
can say.
that would be a fight between two of the most top team in the entire tournament who had come back and fought well in the group stages in the round of 16 and in the round of 32 and come back from semi-final to the internet because these guys are playing from home with whatever kind of internet they have right now. So
Yes, I think they are again having that kind internet issues.
yes, that's very true. I think it's the internet provider who is to be blamed. We can't say anything. It's an unfortunate event
And
that happens with a lot of us.
yes, even in my days when I used to play a lot of tournaments, I used to face that ping spike issues and lagging. And to be honest, it just like frustrates and distracts you on a different scale. You can't do anything about it. It's that kind of thing. Like
Yeah,
you are doing your best, you're performing your best you can, you have practiced, but at the crucial time, what happens? Your internet is not working.
yeah, that's very true. So Malhawk was trying to invade, but he was not able to get anything out of the enemy jungle. So we are seeing a great fight in the bot lane, where all the three players from each side is available there, and Malak is joining them. And let's see who goes out in the first kill. So they both have traded equal kills. Both the team has
Yes.
traded. Malak has jumped in.
Okay, so that was a trade. Like they got one kill each, but red team has a slight goal advantage right now, and blue team is
Yes,
just
but I
going
think that
for
would
dragon.
Yes, but I think that would be compensated by taking the dragon, which successfully the Red Team Valhalla was able to take down.
They just took it with effortlessly because there was no contest from the red side, and Vida just got a kill,
Yes,
and
so
that was
Zuka and Veera did a very good gank on the blue side, and they took out that kill for the red side. So the gold is not quite different in both the teams. Like they are differentiated by around 200 or 100 gold, and right now they're almost equal. Like both the teams have 6.6k gold. So this match
goal
is going
difference
to
is
be
I
very
won't
interesting.
say that goal difference is there because that much goal difference can be just compensated with one wave of minion or two. But main
Yes,
thing
that's
comes
right.
that I think they are going to get a fight on the Slayer, I think, but or in mid lane.
Yes, so the blue team is probably setting up for the Slayer. I think they are moving together.
I think they want to get a kill on Laville before they go for Slayer because Laville has been
Yes,
farming freely since the beginning of the match, and I'm pretty sure they don't want Laville to get fed and just deal that damage. Oh, now Red Team has called for a pause, and I think they are also facing some kind of technical issues right now.
yes. So, these players are from around India, and right now we are seeing that the eastern side of India is facing a lot of rainfall issues right now and bad weather. So that could be another reason for them facing these technical issues.
Yes. So we see that
So
I think blue team just made a mistake and they paid for their
yes,
mistake.
yes. So that
Four
was a
kills.
brilliant gang coming up from Team Zodiac, and Lumbur set up that very well with his ultimately CC three of them, and they were able to take the kills out. And Zodiac is doing pretty well in this game, as we see that they have 6 kills, and the team Valhalla has only 1 kill, and
Yes,
team Zodiac is leading in gold terms as well.
yes, we can see that Team Zodiac is confident. They are just taking fights. They know that they can win that gang, and I don't think they have any. They are scared of anything. They are
Yes,
just.
that's
I
very
think
true. And
they
while
are
we're
very confident. Right, very good.
yes, while we were speaking, Zodiac was also able to take out the Slayer, and they have managed to increase their gold lead even more. So the thing that I was fearing, Mortal, was that the jungle that the blue side has, which is Tulin. I have not seen Tulin players shining in this tournament much. So this is something that I was fearing, and right now Team Blue is struggling with Tulin. So let's see if he will be able to manage to come back from mid game.
Yes, and as Aizen, you may know that in MOBAs, as the game proceeds to late, mages
Hmm.
are often like they often
Yeah,
get
they fall out.
behind the physical. They fall out because
Yes,
the opponent that front line often gets physical or I'm sorry, magical defense.
magical difference. Yes, that's very true.
I am
Also, the
thinking that
marksman scales pretty well, so they are very. It's very easy to take out mages from mid game to late game.
I think that Team Blue made a mistake by picking two lane. I'm not sure right now, but I think
Mhm.
it was not a fair like good decision by them. But let's see.
Yeah.
They may
So
show us a wonderful game.
yes, but the thing is that in last game also we saw that Zodiac was dominating early game, and the mid game is where they fall out, and this is
That
what I was
was
fearing. Yeah, this is
wonderful
what
by Tina.
yes, this is what I was fearing. That minute 5 is the time when Zodiac kind of loses their concentration and give up their towers very fast. So this is something that Team Zodiac needs to work in this game as well as in coming games if they want to survive and get to the final. So I hope that
I,
they would be able to manage their map very well from now on.
I think the problem Zodiac is facing is like they don't understand the transitions, like the transition from early to mid to late. Like they don't understand that as they are getting farmed, even if they are
Mm.
dominating, the opponent team is still getting a little bit of farm, and they are just getting if they are getting their items slowly, they are still getting their core
So
items. I
I
think
believe that Zodiac should after getting the kills, they should probably be focusing on turrets and getting just one lane turret so that it can give them a little bit of advantage in the map. So this is where they're lacking behind. They're getting the kills, but they're not getting the towers. And we know that in MOBA, it's very important to get the towers rather than the kills.
yes, even if you have like 100 kills and your opponent has one, even so, if you are not ahead in turrets, you're not ahead in game. You can have 100 kills, but still not ahead in the game if you don't get those turrets. That's the most important thing.
Yes, because that gives a lot of advantage to the team, which has taken out a lot of turrets, so they get the map vision and the ability to initiate fights, basically.
Okay, I then sorry to cut you off, but in the top lane, red team is getting kills over kills. They are just Vida just got another kill, but
Yes,
oh,
so
as you can
so
see in bot lane,
I think Son Goku has finally understood, and I think he can now hear me, and he's taking out turrets, which he was supposed to do, and I think now they're getting back the map control. And he was also able to take down the blue side. So Goku did a brilliant job, but he kind of got traded out with the turret damage. He went in and he was like greedy enough to take the turret that he was taking turret damage in very low health.
Yes, that was a greedy move, but I think he traded.
Yes,
So
but
I
I think that's
was,
still worth it.
yeah, he got a kill on their marksman in their. Was it their marksman? I guess. So if it was their
Mhm.
marksman, I think it was a good play by them because they should. If you were like bully a team's marksman, and they will have a pretty rough time in the late game. Okay, blue team had
Yes,
got Slayer.
yes, but like Tulin was able to get the Slayer as the red team was distracted. I think they would probably Valhalla would try to take the top turret. So they are here right now invading in the red buff of Team Blue, and it
Yeah, and
was
we can
stolen, I believe.
yeah, and we can again see that dominant, that confident gameplay by Valhalla again. Like you can see why
Yes,
they were dominating in the last game. They know how to control the pace of the game.
yes, that's very true. So, like Malak jumped in and took a lot of damage and did the CC, and from the backline, Mina and the damage
Okay,
dealer were able
that
to take down Team Blue.
okay, I think you missed Julian's gameplay right now. He melted.
Yes, I just saw that he melted Illumina, and the Slayer is alive right now, but I don't think Valhalla would be able to end the match. Yes, they've got a chance to come back. Team Zodiac needs to work out and rethink their strategy right now.
Yes, I think they need to just slow down the game right now and just clear the lanes until they get a good chance.
So
And
Malak
that was
is
great gameplay by Malak.
yes, Malak is kind of initiating in their team and trying to take the damage in until the backline can come and give enough damage for from their side. So that's what Malak is doing right now.
Malik is just like completing that in the draft we were saying that they don't have a tank, so they might
Mhm.
be behind in the initiation part. But Malik is just doing wonderful. He's just jumping into the turret fearlessly. He's not even scared of anything.
Yes, that's
He's like,
true. And
yo
right
man.
now, side going on, and Lumber was able to take down CC Tulen, but Tulen uses his dash skill and just escape that particular moment.
Yes, I agree with you. That was a good, and I think that was a good retreat. They just stood their ground and fought it, I think they would have lost, and they would have lost the
Yes.
dragon as well as the death. So I don't
Yes,
think
that's
that's
very
worth
true.
it.
So this is where Valhalla is very good. So they know when to retreat and when to focus on which lane to get the turrets and do the pressurized stuff to the other team. This is where Zodiac is kind of falling behind. They need to understand in which lane they need to pressurize and when to come back from fights, which they are not winning. So if they are able to do this, I think they would be able to win this match.
That
So it
was
was a
great.
brilliant CC. Yeah,
Yeah, Pira and Malak combo was very good.
yeah. So
I
again,
think
again,
this
I said
streak
that
is going
Team
to
Blue
decide.
needs. Yeah, yeah.
That
Mhm.
Yon, that was a great outplay by Vida. She just outplayed Yon. Yon thought that it's an easy kill, but Vida jumped on him instead.
Yes, very true. I think Red Team needs to back out because if they lose right now, I think they would also lose the turret as well, the base turret. But the Red Team is coming back. They are getting the kills on the blue side. Nina is dealing a lot of CC, and Virus is doing a lot of damage from backline. Lumbu will
And
go down.
now I think
Oh, Lumbu,
blue team.
Lumbu was saved. I thought Lumbu would be going down, but he just got saved.
No, I think Team Blue overstayed. They just
Yes,
overstayed in their welcome. They were welcomed till a limit, but they were like greedy and they just
yes.
overstayed. That was
Also, they didn't notice the spawn time of the other guys who were dead from the mid side who just came
yeah.
in and saved the day. So I think now they would be going for the Slayer, and with this they would be able to take a few turrets, if not all. And if they are able to successfully take few turrets, the match would come to an equivalent point. So Ruka is going in and dealing a lot of damage, and he took the kill, but also he was traded out in the meanwhile.
Yeah, I think that was not necessary for him to go in because they just got the Slayer, and I think they should have just come
Yes.
back with the minions.
Yeah, so they had that ample amount of time to let the Slayer go out in the map, but Zuka decided to go in. And although it was an equal trade, but I would still say that it is a disadvantage for Team Zodiac because they need to stay alive, do a five-man gank, and with the Slayer in and focus the turrets.
As I would disagree with you, as in I don't think that was an equal trade because
No,
uh,
no, I said that it was not an. Although I mean, according to kills, it was an equal trade, but it was still like it was
yeah,
bad decision from Team Red.
yes, because Team Red lost a kill, lost a player, and
Yes,
that's why they
yes,
couldn't pressure the blue team with their turret. If
yes.
Yuhu
That's
was
what
there,
I
they would
was
have went
coming to.
5v5 with them and just got a kill or a turret. I think that would have been a better decision.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That if like in terms of kills, it was an equal trade, but in terms of the match and the advantage, it was quite a bad initiation because all they had to do is focus on taking the turrets with five men.
Okay, Lumur goes down,
Yes, Romo
and
goes down
Bjorn
and
is just
Silver is
dealing a
alive.
lot of damage. Bjorn is
Can
dealing
can
a lot of damage.
Zuka is pushing the top lane. If you can see that he's going quite like sneaking in the top lane and taking the turret.
Yeah, and
And
like you
also,
can
if
see
I
that.
believe if yeah, if our streamer can just focus on the top lane, I think the Slayer is there. Yeah, CC. Suzuka played very brilliantly. We saw he was doing the same thing in the bot lane back then, where he got deleted by the turret damage. So although he got killed, but he did a smart move by taking in the top turret, inhibitor turret.
Yes, I think, but you missed that Vira is playing wonderful. Like she just got 3 kills, triple kill in a gang fight where they were on an outnumbered disadvantage.
Yes, that's very true. But right now, Team Blue. Uh, okay, so that was a brilliant move which was set by Zuka, which made them win the match.
Yeah,
So this was kind of shocking. I was not expecting that.
yes, that they just went ahead with the turns. They were like,
Yeah,
"अपुन को
so
कुछ
yeah,
सीख रहता है bro, अपन को talent दिखता है बस." They were
वही
just
उन्होंने बस turret focus किया and they were taking all the damage and hitting the turrets and they were able to take out. So we see that Patel played a very good match with the MVP. He took out 9 kills and with 7 assists and he just died once. So
yeah, and you
again,
can
as
look
I
at
said,
his goal.
yeah, yeah,
He
Model
farmed.
again, as I said that Tulin is not quite a good pick in this tournament as far as I've seen. So it's the same here where Miriam was not able to shine and he just took in 2 kills and died 5 times. So let's see what happens in this third game. This was a good game by both the teams, and it's now 1-1 between between both the teams. So let's go to the third match. Let's go to a technical. Let's go to a pause, short pause, and then we'll come back with the third match.
We'll be back in a while.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just a fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, Oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things. Realize something needs. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know my wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things. Realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just a fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face.
So,
Welcome
hello guys.
everyone.
Yeah, we are
Okay.
back. So,
Yeah.
model. So, this is match three. It's been quite a good match in the first and the second one. The first one was won by Team Valhalla, and the second one went to Team Zodiac. A brilliant gameplay by Zuka, who smartly played and took out the turrets. And the rest of the team did came back and took out the final base turret and was able to sneakily able to win the match.
Yeah, so right now we are gonna see that who's gonna come top in the third match, because that was a pretty good match we saw in the second one. Like no one
Mhm.
knew who's gonna win. Like once they are dominating, एक बार ये कर रहा है, एक बार वो कर रहा है, bro. Who are we not gonna support? Oh,
Yeah.
we see Hayate. Hayate is here finally.
Okay, so Valhalla did miss out on banning Hayate this time, so it was first picked by Berserker, and they have Zodiac have gone with the Grak ban. So this is the third match where the Grak is being banned, and Mina is also banned by Team Zodiac, and Lumbur, which was being picked in both the matches, is banned by Team Valhalla.
Okay, so Aizen, as you can see that Team Valhalla has gone again with first. Like
Okay,
they
that's
picked Tulen again. So what are your opinions on that after last match?
I think he is kind of pissed off on the way he performed last match, so he is like, let me come back and show them how to play Tool this time around.
Yes, because as far as I've heard, Miriam, the one who was playing jungle, is one of the best in the game right now in our server. So that kind of
Yes,
performance was not expected by him or his fans and his followers. So I think he's going to show everyone why he's one of the best.
yes, that's true. But right now I see that 1G has picked Toolin, so I'm not sure if they are gonna swap that later on. But let's see what they do. If Miriam is gonna pick that Toolin, or 1Way would continue with Toolin this time in this match.
So let's see. But I am just excited about that Hayate because finally Hayate is here.
Yeah, Hayate is also one of my most favorite marksmen because one of my good friends from the squad, from my squad, used to play. I mean, he is a great player of Hayate, so I always liked that hero very much. So also he has a lot of capability to take the game in control from mid game to late game. Also, we saw Zill banned in the last match, by Team Valhalla, which they didn't ban this time around, and it was picked and it is being picked by Son Goku. So I think Zill was a respect ban last game, but this time around it was not banned by Team Valhalla, and Team Zodiac took in the opportunity to pick both the good heroes that they are very dominating the entire tournament. That is Hayate and Zill.
I think Laville is going to be the constant pick that no one's going to ban or like just going to trade. They're just picking Laville whenever they can. By the way,
Yes, so
about that Hayate, thank you. As in, you don't have to praise me like that. I know I am a great Hayate player, so thank you.
yeah, but I was not talking about you. I was talking about someone else, bro.
Okay, you don't have to hurt my feelings like that in front of
But
you.
but but that being said, you were also an amazing marksman player. All the time that I have played with you, you were completely dominating those matches. So yeah, kudos to you as well.
Please praise me. I feel nice. Like I just feel like I'm floating right now. Please praise me. Bye. Okay, so
Yeah.
guys, we'll
So
continue this praise mortal show later. So for now, Valhalla's logged Virus and Laville. Sorry, I talked about Laville earlier, but they logged Virus. I think they are going to play Virus as their jungle. To be honest, I want them to play Virus as their jungle.
yeah, so I believe I'm not sure where is jungle because Illumina is already there in the mid lane and two lane is also either a mid laner or a jungle. So cannot be two mid laners. So I am pretty sure that two lane will go for jungle and Virus will go to the Slayer lane.
Okay, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, so again, Patel coming with Zuka, and this time around, I would still be watching if he does that sneaky thing he did last game. So let's see if they can win again this time around with that Zuka gameplay coming in, where the entire team was distracted and he went for the turrets instead of the fight.
Yes, but Patil Bhai rocked Veer's last match, and he was just deadly. He was like a Punish lethal, bro, like that something.
Yes.
I'm sorry for that cringe accent or something, but I'm that came out in
Yeah, I understand. You're going with the flow.
yeah.
So Arthur is being picked by Muriam. So let's see if 1B and Muriam will swap those heroes between them because last game Muriam did picked out Tulin, but he was not able to shine. So let's see what they do.
Yes, let's see. Now I think they will just trade. Oh, and Miriam is going with Tulen once again.
Okay, so let's see if
And
Muriam will be able to redeem himself from the last match. So if he would be able to redeem himself, he would be winning the third match around. Let's see what he does.
and as we see that Patel is again going with the jungler Zil, and not again, but going for the jungler role right now. Miriam is with
Mhm.
Tulen. Let's see if Miriam can just redeem himself for his fans and his followers right
Yes.
now.
Also, I would like to tell you, Mortal, that this is the first match in the entire tournament coming in from day one. This is the first time Alistair is being used in this tournament. So since day one, I have never seen anyone picking Alistair. So this is the first time, and I would be very excited to see how this goes out and like it goes out for Team Blue. Let's see what they are able to do with Alistair.
Yes, let's see that what kind of debut with Alistair we see.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very jealous with those legendary skins they got. Those are really beautiful. COT has done an amazing job in terms of skin. The skin designs are very good.
Yes, and to be frank, that they are what I like about the legendary skins in COT is that they are cheaper, like compared to some other games. So
Yes,
they are
that's very
way
true. It's affordable in terms of Indian players. So a lot of Indian players are like childrens and teenagers who are probably not self-sufficient by now, and they are able to afford these cheap
yes,
skins.
they don't.
Lots of money, but in terms of skin design, these are brilliant ones.
Yeah, they don't have to just kidnap their friends and sell their kidneys for the skins. They can just buy on their own.
Yeah, that's very true. So we are seeing usual rotation from both the teams.
Yeah, Zuko
So
is just helping the jungler with the buff, and I think It's,
VS is
it's going
trying to invade, but he's just wasting his time. I believe he should go and take his farm. So, okay, I just noticed that Illumina or Vegas is going to play the role of a tank. If I am not wrong, this is the first time I'm seeing something like this. I have heard about Illumina being a support with the marksman in the ADC lane, but I'm not sure if it would be Illumina or Virus coming in and helping the marksman for the red team.
and to be honest, I haven't seen yet that Virus can be used as a mid laner.
Yeah, that's true. But in the time when I joined COT, I did got to know that Illumina is used as a support, but I'm not sure if she would be playing the support role in this game because Red Team they do not have anyone in the mage role in the mid lane, and Virus mid would probably be not a good idea for them. So Virus would be supporting the Red Team marksman player.
Yeah, Virus is just as acting as a support or roamer. To
Yeah,
be
so
honest, I
Zell
don't
is sitting
think
there,
that
setting up, and that's a brilliant gank, and he would be able to take out the mage, I think. Will he be able to take? Yes, he was able to take out Illumina. That
fabulous
was a
smile.
great gank. Yes, so Patel is on a roll again. The team blue is going for the setup of the dragon, and Alistair has
Yeah,
used the ultimate on the marksman. Patel did
yeah.
use the ultimate, but Zil was not able to take down. But he did a good amount of damage, with resulted with Laville backing up.
Yes, let's see. I think this match is going to be interesting.
Yes, very true. I think Red Team would scale up pretty well late game since they have a lot of damage and as well as a lot of sustain. So I think Zodiac needs to hurry in this match and get the team fights and push turrets from early to mid game and try to dominate the map control.
To be honest, Aizen, I think Red Team is going to have a little bit of trouble in the late game as they don't have a tank. Even if they like scale pretty good as a jung as a roamer,
Hmm.
they will still be a little bit behind the blue team as they have a Thin, which is a pretty tanky hero.
Yeah,
I mean Titan.
that's true. So while we were talking about this, the red team were able to capture the dragon and take down the dragon. And also we see that the gold damage is not quite much. It's just around 200 to 300 gold difference. And here there was a good gang set up by Berserker, and Hayate came in with a good amount of damage, and they had to back out. Red team had to back out.
Okay, that was a brilliant gameplay by in top lane, and we see that
Okay, so Arthur did a good counter to Son Goku and was able to kill. I think Arthur was about to die, but he just got lucky.
yes, that was just like we can say that was a miraculous play by Arthur, or he was just pretty darn lucky. That's it.
Yeah. So Zil was trying to find Arthur and get that kill because he was very low, but he was not able to find him. And now he's coming back to his blue buff and trying to farm. And we see that
I
Hayate is clearing up the mid lane and getting the gold.
there's a like a fun fact, or I think I want to say this, but think about it. The
Hmm.
one of the ways to counter Zill is like when he ults, you all of the teammates should come closer, so like the damage gets equally distributed, and he can't melt the specific hero Titan. But
Yes,
as
that's
they
very
have
true.
Hayate, okay, so think about it. Zill ults, they all come together, and Hayate goes. So like
Yeah, that's
they will
very
be
true.
confused, like whether they should separate or they should come together. Think about it. Like that's the
Yes, that
dilemma they will be in.
that could be used if they use it properly. If they execute properly, I think they would be able to win most of the gangs. We are seeing that Hayate is farming, and his damage would probably get increased by minute 6 or 7 until he gets his items. If we can have a look at the items, it would be good enough for our viewers to see if Hayate has those core items with him. So we see that Hayate took freeze first,
and now he's going with the damage. So I think he's going defensive first, and then he would go with his damage item and scale off late game. Right now, he's trying to just play safe.
I think Hayate just wants to be like, don't be he doesn't want to get a shutdown for his team because I think that's a smart thing to do.
Yes, that's a very smart thing to do from Hayate. So no one would be able to gank him right now and get those kills. And as they also have Arthur with them, so Arthur would be able to protect them even if like in times of danger he would just use his freeze, and then Arthur would come in and protect him. So that's a good plan by Zodiac.
Let's see what kind of gameplay this.
Yeah, so Team Red is setting up for the Dragon, and I think they would be easily be able to take it since five of the members are there right now present in there. And Zuka again doing the smart move that I was talking in last game. If you can see Mortal, what he's doing in the top lane.
Yes, he just stays at a lane or goes in a lane where there's no one, and
Yes,
he
that's
just
that's a very
gets that.
smart move. I'm giving full credits to him for doing it in both the games, and he just took out the top turret. And Hayate is doing the split pushing in the bot lane. He would be able to take the bot turret. So Team Valhalla is losing out on turret. The thing that they were dominating in the first match is something they were doing very well is not being done by them in the second match, and it is continuing to the third match.
If you remember in the first match, we were talking about that Team Zodiac is not focusing on the team fights or they are not going for the turrets. But
Yes.
since the second and even in this match, we can see that they are
Mhm.
fully focused on the turrets and they just want to gain that map control right now. And
That's
that's
very
just
true. That's
putting
very
them
true.
way ahead of the Valhalla right now.
Yes, that's very true. I think they can hear us and they have executed this very well. So now they know that instead of kills, along with kills, I would say that they need to take out the turrets to gain that pressure and dominate the other team.
Yes, and to be honest, I think that even if you are behind in kills and even in farm, you one
Hmm.
team should, if they are behind running behind and they are pressured, I think they should just go for the turrets because as the map opens up, there are a lot of opportunities for a team. They can just go in their opponent's jungle for an ambush.
Yes.
The jungler can go in farm. The minions can they can have freely have the minions and they have so much opportunity to rotate from places that or their opponent can't see.
Yes. So that's true. So Team Red is setting up the for the Slayer, and we see that Team Blue is instead going for Dragon. So Team Red has backed out from the Slayer and is trying to have a gank on Zuka. Maybe they would be probably be shifting top and taking up Zuka, I think, but I'm not sure. So
I
Zuka is trying to take the Slayer, and Team Red is set up there in the bushes. So there could be a surprise attack by Team Red. So they backed out.
To be honest, I don't understand what Team Red is trying to accomplish right now, but I think they are just as in this we saw in the last match, they are just slowing down the
Hmm.
pace because Valhalla is very good at that. They can just slow
Yes.
down the pace of the match and just wait for their
Yes, that's
time.
very true.
And
So I believe Valhalla is kind of confused right now. So they are trying to rotate all of them in one lane, but at one point of time they just get separated. And as we see that gave an advantage to Team Blue Zodiac Esports, and they took out the top turret, top second turret mid tier as well.
yeah, and we saw Zil trying to get a kill, but he failed.
And just look at what Zuka is doing. He is trying to pressurize all the lane. He took out the bot mid turret, and now they are going in mid. I think they would be able to take mid. And Zuka is
Yeah,
kind of also invading the enemy jungle and going to the bottom turret. So this gave an advantage to Team Blue to take out the Slayer. So they are playing very smartly.
yes, and Zuka is just rotating wherever he can. He's just being a pain for Valhalla right now in the map. Like he's everywhere.
Mhm.
Like if
Yeah, very true.
Valhalla goes to top lane, he's in the bot lane getting their turrets. If they're in top, he gets a mid or any lane. They can't leave a lane alone. Zuka will be there to just push it. That's the
Yeah, that's
pain they are
very
facing
true.
right now.
So this is the difficulty that Valhalla faced in their last game as well. That they have two mages, and that is they have set up their team where they can only fight 5v5, or like they want to dominate together. So they are missing out on lanes and clearing, and they are not clearing lanes, which are resulting to this turret, which are being taken down by Team Zodiac.
Yes, to be honest, I think even if Zuka doesn't get the MVP, for me, he's the MVP right now.
Yeah, that's very true. The way he's dominating this lanes, he's making the other team pay without even kills, but taking out the turrets. He is definitely the MVP for me as well.
Shita, that's it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just think about it. Even if he doesn't get
Mm-hmm.
a kills, even he doesn't have a beautiful KDA, he's still
Mm-hmm.
being the most influencing Titan on the map
Guy,
right now. Think
yes,
about it.
that's true.
He's like, even if he can't deal a lot of damage, Valhalla is just thinking out where is Zuka, where is he, which turret is he going to target next.
Yes, that's very true. So Team Blue Zodiac has spawned the Slayer in the top lane. So the Slayer would be going very slow to the top lane. By that time, Team Blue would be focusing to take out the mid turret, and Leville and Tulen is there to defend. But I'm not sure if they would be able to defend the mid lane since half of their team are in top lane and bot lane. So it's a
I
great
think they
time for
will be
Team
able.
Zodiac to initiate.
Yes, I think they should be able to. Oh, that was a good move by Zil.
Yes, but he got traded out as Team Valhalla managed to come back and support their team. So it was an equal trade between both the guys. So Sun Goku and Patel going down, two of the best players from Zodiac, and Isame went down and Murium as well went down in that gang. So it was an equal trade, but Zodiac was able to take down mid turret. So that's a little advantage on Team Zodiac.
I think that was successful for Zodiac rather than Valhalla because they got what they were
Mhm.
aiming for from the beginning. They wanted a turret, they got it on equal trade terms. I think that
Yeah.
is far better than
Yes, that's
equal.
very true. I think Reinhardt on Hayate has now gotten a decent amount of damage with his items coming in. So I believe that he would now be able to dominate the gangs from backline. He just needs to be protected by his tank. So I believe they both need to rotate together so that he can be safe and deal equal amount of damage. Now, if you see Zuka, he's very smart. He knows where the other team is trying to push, and he's coming in to defend. But this is a bad decision by him to go inside four people. He kind of dashed out and got saved, so that's a good part. But if we see that in top lane, they were able to take down Slayer, and now Hayate is going for the inhibitor of top lane, and his team is coming in to support him.
Yes, they are just focusing on the turrets right now. I think this is the to be honest, I have seen a few matches of this tournament right now, till now, but
Yes,
I think
bot
it is
lane,
the
Tulen is being ganked by Zill, so he would be able to take out Zill.
my God, I really can't understand why would Tulan go solo on a bot lane alone. No one with
Yeah.
no support when opponent has heroes such as Zil and Hayate who can just melt him alone.
Yeah, that's true. Also, the Slayer was kind of a waste for Team Zodiac as no towers were posed. The only thing that benefited them was the kill of Doolin. At this point, I think they should have left the Slayer in the mid lane so they were able to get another mid lane tower, which would have resulted in a great advantage for them in terms of map presence.
Yes, and as we can see that Valhalla is kind of has just brought that match to a stallment. Like they are just slowed it down and they are just
Yes.
patiently waiting for their chance. I think Arthur is going to get ganked right now. He's in a very bad position.
But Arthur is kind of a tank build, so he won't be easily going down. He would give a good amount of fight, and yeah, he just went down. Like
Yeah.
his team didn't support it or rotated towards him, so it was very obvious that he would go down
No,
with the very
Arthur baited.
okay.
Arthur
Arthur
was a bait.
baited. That was a
Arthur
great
was
decision by Team Valhalla, but will they be able to steal? No, Illuminiac did got that uh, Slayer, but Hayate dealing a lot of damage from backline and almost got uh, they were able to get Kisame and Ranger.
Okay,
And look at
and
Zuka, man. Zuka doing
Zuka
Zuka
doing,
things.
yes, like Zuka doing Zuka things. That's it. That's what we are going to say now.
Yes, so
Go.
Slayer would be wasted, and I think the match will end. I think this is brilliant.
Yes, this is
Zodiac
the
will be able to end the match, and this is a comeback that I was not expecting, and also maybe most of our viewers were not expecting because Zodiac came in as an underdog team in this tournament, and they are doing fabulous. In the semifinals, they have defeated the power team, which is Valhalla, which was dominating in the entire tournament and was expecting to win this flawlessly, but right now they are 2-0, 2-1 behind Zodiac.
yes, they just won it after the first match. The impression was that Valhalla is going to win by a landslide, but as it turns out, that they just came back as like stronger than before. Like you can't like there's nowhere we can say that it's the same team that was playing in the first match.
Yes, that's a drastic change. So they adapted very well after seeing what they were lacking behind in the first match. They re-strategized everything and they came back in the second match and the third match very well. Now we will be waiting for the fourth match to go in. It's a brilliant round going on. So we will be going like in the in the first day of the semifinal, we went in a clean sweep for Lazy, which was 3-0. But this one is a nail biter. We are going 2-1 and we will be playing the next two matches as well. So let's see what happens. We will be coming back soon in match 4. So stay tuned, guys.
Okay, guys, we'll be back in a bit. So don't leave the stream and please continue.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to match 4. So, Zodiac has done something very amazing in this tournament. They have defeated 2-1 to Team Valhalla, which is a powerhouse right now coming in the tournament. And Zodiac being the underdog, they were able to take down Valhalla in match 2 and match 3. We are here in match 4. This is a deciding match for Team Valhalla. In order to come back, they need to defeat Team Zodiac and get to that final match, which would be a nail biter. And I hope it happens. So, Mortal, what are your thoughts?
So that last match, the second match and the third match was, to be honest, frankly, it was not expected after what we saw in the first one. Because the first one,
Yes.
Team Valhalla was dominating like crazy. They were doing
Mhm.
whatever they wanted. But
Yes,
I
that's very
don't know
true.
what happened for the second and third match. Team Zodiac has turned over a new leaf. You can
Yes,
just
that's right.
say
So
that
I
they
think
not same
Mhm.
people.
I think that Team Zodiac is secretly listening to our casting and listening to our advices, and they were able to come back very well in match 2 and match 3. Let's see if they are able to hold that strategy of Zuka doing Zuka things and pushing turrets here and there and taking that match map dominance. So let's see if they are able to execute it in this match as well. And if they are able to win this one, they would be going on finals and facing Lazy Prophecy. So that would be a nail biter as well. So the next
Yes,
20-25 minutes will be a decisive minute for Team Zodiac.
yes. I just want to see a single thing, that is if Son Goku gets a Zuka, because if he gets Zuka, it's going to be like he's going to be unstoppable again. I think he's going to gank this match badly.
Yes,
Team
so
Valhalla would be like
Hayate,
leave everything and just go on him. I think that's what's going to happen.
yes, that's very true. So this time around, Team Valhalla were not confused enough and just banned. You can see what they banned. They just banned Hayate and Zil. So these guys, they were it were a respect ban for Reinhardt, and it was a respect ban for the Zil player coming in from the last match, who were playing. Both of them
It
were
was
playing
Patel.
equally good.
Yes,
Yes,
Hayate was played by Reinhardt and Zil was played by Patel. They
yes.
just showed us
Mhm.
how beautifully a Titan can be played. So it was, they were just magnificent. That's it. That's all I can say about them.
Yes, that's very true. So it was a respect ban and Grok being banned again in this match. So this is the fourth time I believe where Grok is being banned in the entire series in the semi-final round two. So I'm not sure why it's a big presence of Grok in the ban list, but there must be some reason behind both the teams who knows each other very well and have studied each other throughout this tournament. So that's why maybe they have chose to ban Graf in all the matches.
That I think they just don't want to be annoyed by Greg. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. So Omen is being picked, I think, by Ranger. Let's see if he locks into Omen. Vera has been picked by Tidus and Laville again with Reinhardt. And this is also probably the first time, if I recall it very well, I had not seen Omega being picked in the tournament. Or maybe once he was picked, I'm not sure. But we haven't seen a lot of Omega players in this tournament, and it would be picked by Berserker. And I hope to see that it will be executed pretty well by Berserker.
And and I think Miriam needs to redeem himself in this match. What do you say, Tyson?
Yes,
Because
Miriam
I
needs to
just
redeem.
yes,
Mhm.
I saw the comments in the big time, and there are a lot of Miriam followers and supporters out there, and they just want, they are just, I know they are so loyal to him, and they are just going, he's the best, he's the best. And to be honest, I believe he's the best because he plays nicely, and but I think they
Mhm.
need to just think about what heroes
Yeah,
should
they
be playing right now.
focus on the meta, the ongoing meta, rather than the. I think it's a combination of your comfort pick as well as the meta that is going on right now. The meta right now is not quite comfortable enough for two-lane players because there is a lot of sustained junglers coming in from the other teams. So I hope that Miriam will be able to redeem himself in this match and do very well and bring his team back to the final match and compete against Team Zodiac to go into the semifinals.
I, I'm just praying for Miriam so he can just redeem himself. I want him to what he like, just give them what his supporters are asking for, a match that is worthy of his title.
Yes, that's true. So caffeine is also a respect banned by Team Zodiac. I told this that it was also banned in the I think second match where I told the viewers that caffeine was picked in quarterfinals by Valhalla and they completely destroyed the other team and they were like going maniacs with caffeine. So I think it's a respect ban for from Team Zodiac. So Alistair is again being picked by Son Goku, and Wist is being locked by Kisame. Now we'll see what Miriam has to pick because Miriam is their main damage dealer and the jungler.
Okay, Miriam went with Zephys.
Yeah, so Miriam going with Zephyrus. It's time for Miriam to redeem himself. And you know what? We are hoping for Patel to pick. We all know that, right?
I just want to like, let's see what Patel picks because so
Zuka,
far in the
Zuka,
match
Zuka.
he's being amazing.
Yeah, we
So
want to
I
see
want
Zuka
him
win.
to pick, yeah, I want to see Zuka and just pick like do whatever jungle you want. I just want Son Goku to play Zuka. That's it.
Yeah,
That's my
he just
selfish
like
request.
yeah, I just became his fan, the Zuka player. I'm his fan now. I'm changing my favorite player from Hayate to Zuka.
Yeah, and that Zuka was, I am like, he didn't have a beautiful KDA, but his gameplay was elegant. That's what I can say.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay, I think Patel is keeping us in that suspense of what he's going to pick, but let's see.
I hope he's not lagged. Is he lagged?
Oh, uh, I don't think so, but
He was
maybe.
off. He was off. He was probably auto locked. I hope it is not true because this is a decisive match for Team Zodiac. If they win it, they would be going to the finals competing against Lazy Prophecy. So I hope that it was not an accidental pick by Patel.
Let's hope that it was not an accidental pick. But Tyson, what if it was? Then what is going to happen? Do they have to play with Butterfly as their uh, pick,
See,
or they can?
as per the rule goes, they can, if the player is lagging way too much in the first 2 minutes, they can restart the match. But then again, the rule also says that they have to go with the same picks and bans. So it would not make much differentiation because they will have to pick Butterfly. So I think they would have to play this match, or even if they choose, like even if they choose to restart, they would have to go with Butterfly itself.
Okay, I think, but I think the Patel can show us something new with Butterfly that we were not hoping for. As you know,
Hmm.
Butterfly is not like a weak hero. She can like she's also very good.
Yeah,
I have
she's very
mostly seen
good.
her in
Or
the
else,
lower elo. That's the another
mhm.
thing. But
Yes,
But
that's very
let's
true. But if like as far as I have seen in the AOV community, which is from our neighboring country, Bangladesh, Butterfly is a very good pick in their tournaments. It is being picked, it is being banned. So it's a very good pick in their meta. Since if it is well executed, her skills get resetted every time she takes a kill. So that's a very positive thing about Butterfly. So I hope that here, Patel would be able to execute our butterfly in Indian server very well and teach them how to play butterfly in the competitives.
yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's see if he can show us something new.
Yeah, so we can see that there is usual rotation coming out where Zephyrus is trying to take his buff and Butterfly is going for the red buff and would be rotating towards Omen. Oh,
Okay,
Wisp
so
got very low.
yes, the level was just dominating. He just bullied Wisp. That's all.
Yeah, so Wisp is mid game kind of marksman where he's not that great in early game, but he does a lot of damage from mid game. He does a lot of he has a lot of sustain and also damage. So let's see if Laville would be able to dominate him going in the mid game to late game.
Yes, the game from both teams are like Zodiac make mistakes when the game is transitioning from early to mid. That's where usually Zodiac makes a mistake. But
Mm-hmm.
for Valhalla, I think they are the ones who, even if they make a mistake, they just slow down the game. Like even in the
Yes.
last two matches, we saw that they were making some mistakes, but what they were doing is just slowing down the match. Even if they do make a
Mhm.
mistake, they won't let the enemy finish the game. That's what I think the best thing about the team.
Yeah, that's true. So Zodiac is lining up to set up a gank in the bot lane against West, and Murium is trying to scout his region towards Dragon. And both the teams are setting up for Dragon. Let's see who will be able to compete against each other and take out the Dragon first. So
I
in
think
the
Red
mid
team
lane,
will be
Team
able to
Valhalla,
do that. Yeah.
yeah. So in the mid lane, Team Valhalla was trying to take out the mid laner Alistair, but they failed to do so. And in the meantime, Team Red, which is Zodiac Esports, did took out the Dragon.
So let's see. In the early game, they are just doing the pretty usual rotations. They are setting up for the Slayer. Blue team is, I
Mhm.
think, going for the Slayer right now. And they took
Yes.
out Omen. We just took out Omen in the top lane.
Yes, so we just took out Omen with a brilliant gun coming in, and blue team, Team Valhalla, did take the Slayer, I believe. Yes, they did take out the Slayer. Wisp is trying to clear the minion waves with his ultimate, but is strangled
I
out inside the turret by three people from red team.
Okay, they just took out Brisk. And as I told Eyes in few matches back, or I think in last match, that if
Mm-hmm.
you wanna win, you have to dominate the marksman because he's the one. The marksman is the one who's going to be your like the deciding factor in the mid to late game. So Zodiac
Yes.
right now is just like they don't want to give this even an inch of ground or breathing point. They are just
Yeah.
ganking her in every way they
Mhm.
can.
That's very true. So, okay, Wisp will be able to take out Wisp. It's Liliana who got the kill with Wisp being putting on his ulti from backline and dealing a lot of damage. So finally, Valhalla was able to take one kill, but its gold lead is still for Team Zodiac with 9.5 gold and 9.2 gold. Equally, it's almost equal. It's not that of a gap. I think Valhalla will be able to come back.
And Valhalla just got a kill on the wheel.
Mhm.
So, and they
Mhm.
took out the touch. I think this is the they were the pretty they did a pretty good job in the bot lane.
Yes, they were able to take out the first turret pretty well, and they did it in 4 minutes in the match. It's still early game, and they were able to take out the turret. So I think Valhalla has learned from their mistakes coming in with match two and match three, where they were like the way they focused the turrets on the match one, they got overconfident and were not focusing on the turrets in the upcoming matches. But now they have realized that it's important to take down the turrets because the map presence is very essential in MOBA. So they are focusing on the turrets right now.
Yes, let's see what happens because I think this match is going to be because it's going to be very fun because as we can see, Zodiac is playing fantastically. They are just doing that such nice rotations, and even Valhalla is not like just staying behind.
Yes, that's true. So Hayate is getting ganked by Red Team, and they would tower dive and take out Hayate. And I think no, so the minion waves are
That
not
was
there for them to get the tower.
Aizen. I think you are like you made a mistake because they don't have Hayate. They have Omen.
Okay, sorry, I did made a mistake. It was not Hayate, it was Ranger who got killed. So I just got confused in that skin, the skin that he was using.
Yeah, like I think you are still mesmerized by that Hayate gameplay.
Yes, I know, I know. Like I can't help it. He was playing. Reinhardt was playing brilliant in last game with his
Yes,
Hayate.
even I am like I sometimes I get confused that I am going to say it is Hayate because he was fabulous
Mhm.
and that was a pretty good combo by Team Blue.
Yeah, Berserker tried his best to save his teammate Titus, but was not able to. He also used his ultimate to keep out the enemies from his range to save Titus, but he failed drastically. And now Team Valhalla is coming back in this match and is dominating right now. Although the goal is equal, but Valhalla is trying to get the turrets and the objectives.
I think they just gave Team Zodiac a free uh, Slayer. Yeah.
Yes, I think Zodiac needs to slow down a bit because they are kind of rushing things and rushing gangs. So I think they just need to slow down a bit, re-strategize, and get the turrets and get the objectives.
Yes,
They are getting the objectives, but I think that they are kind of not slowing down things right now.
I think they have like just they have to like control like I think they are
Mhm.
becoming a little tad bit of overconfident right now.
Yes, so they are going all in this match, which is not resulting in good decisions by them. Like in more match second and third, they were playing very patiently and understanding what was going around, and then focusing on the objectives. But right now, it's a deciding match for them, and they are getting impatient, and probably they want to get the win as soon as possible, so they do not have to go to that last deciding match, and then that's why they
Yes.
are kind of forcing things.
Yes, I think they are trying to finish as soon as possible, and that's why they are being reckless, and that's not turning out to be in their favor. I think they
Yes,
just need to calm down for a bit, take a deep breath, and just re-strategize about their what they're going to do next.
yes, that's very
Because
true. And Ranger is getting ganked by Son Goku and Patel.
they just need to calm down and think about it. Because if they keep going like this, I don't think it's going to be in their favor.
Yeah, that's very true. So Valhalla is trying to suppress down Team Zodiac. This is something that Zodiac was doing in both the games, Match 2 and Match 3, and now it's being done by Team Valhalla to them. So I am not sure what's going to happen, but if Valhalla comes back in this match, we will be going to that match fight that we were waiting for.
I think they are going to get that. Valhalla is going to get that wet turret, and they Valhalla
Mhm.
is playing like I think as you can see the way Zodiac was playing in the second and third match. That's how Valhalla is playing right now.
Yes, so Zodiac is basically getting like they are probably helping right now Valhalla to win this match because Valhalla wants to continuously gank and take the advantage of gold lead. So Zodiac needs to back out from fights for now and just defend their turrets for now.
Yes, I think they need to be like calm, but I think they are just going into every possible fight they can, which is not a good idea right now.
Yes, yes, that's very true. Also, I think they're missing the lucky charm, which is Zuka. So probably it's an unlucky
Yeah,
charm for them for not picking Zuka.
yes, they should have listened to us and took Zuka.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
That
Okay,
was
Alistair
a
coming with a brilliant ult.
yes. I think
They-
that was a bad move by Miriam because he shouldn't have dived it alone.
Yes, he should not have died turret alone since he is the jungler, and also there was Alistair who could have locked him while he was getting the tower damage inside the turret. He should have waited for his team to arrive, for his frontliners to get in, and then jump in and take those kills. So that was a bad decision coming in from Team Valhalla, who is also trying to rush the fight and end it as soon as possible.
I think both the teams need to calm down a bit because if they get more hasty, it's going to be uh, they are going to start making mistakes. Valhalla has been playing flawlessly till now, but
Yes,
they
that's
just
very
made a
true.
big mistake.
Yes, model. I believe also that Butterfly is not quite a good pick right now coming in for Team Zodiac because the other team is kind of tanky if we see. Like we have Zephys who, when jumps in all of them together, he gets a lot of defense, and then we also have other heroes which are having a good amount of defense stats. So I'm not sure if Butterfly is a good pick for them right now. Let's see
Yes,
if it is.
butterfly,
Mhm.
butterfly just got a kill, but I agree with you because butterfly has a very limited options that she can target. Like, she
Mhm.
can either jump on Wisp or Liliana, but as far as I know, Wisp is not as squishy as other mark.
Yes,
I
that's
yes,
very true. That's what you said. Very true.
she is squishy, but she's also a tad bit of tanky. If she builds a certain tank item, she gets a little bit of armor.
As we were saying, we saw that Wisp, when the damage was put out on Wisp, he didn't got any damage. Only like 5% of his HP went down, and instead he just flickered back and did a lot of damage. And now they are
And
Team
we
Zodiac
see
is
Wisp
trying to take
doing
down Wisp,
2v1
and I think
and
Wisp,
win.
Wisp is easily doing a lot of damage to every one of them.
Yes, and Wisp was just like easily did 2v1 and won. That
And
was
Zodiac
a
is
great.
wiped out. That was a bad decision coming in and chasing Wisp because already two of the players were down and they were chasing with two other players. I think Valhalla will be able to take down. Will they be able to take down? I think yes. And Valhalla came back strong. And we will be going to match five. Mortal, what do you want to say?
Like way too excited right now. Finally, match five. Like the the,
Yes, that's
the nail biter we have been waiting. The
it's a nail biter. They both the teams have gone 2-2, and this will be the greatest match in the tournament. As we'll be waiting for the deciding match between Valhalla and Team Zodiac. Guys, all my audience, please go and grab some popcorn.
yes. And I think Medium a little bit redeemed himself, but we will like to see more of him because
Yes,
this match hero was this Kisame was the one who was like the under the main light. So like to
yes.
see
So,
Medium do the
mhm.
magic.
Yes, everyone played really well from Valhalla. They like equal amount of damage and set up the fights and ganks and were forcing Zodiac to come and fight them. So they know that they had the advantage, early game advantage. So they kind of like the Team Zodiac played out into the hands of Team Valhalla. So I hope that Team Valhalla will be able to rethink their strategy and come up and fight again in match five. And we will be waiting for all of you guys to join in match five. We'll be going on a short break. Please stay tuned.
Yes, we will be back right back. So please be with us for the nail biter match 5.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just a fuck up real bad. smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know my wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know my wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
So
Hello
welcome
guys,
everyone
welcome to the last match. Yes, Model, please go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead, guys. So, welcome everyone to match 5. So, at last, we are here with match 5. We've been waiting for a whole series of matches from this day 1 of semifinals, but we were not lucky enough to see a full matches. But today, Zodiac and Valhalla are going neck to neck with each other and showing us a wonderful series. What do you want to say, Eisen, about this?
Yes, so it like today was a brilliant day for us as viewers and casters to witness this matches that was tremendously played well by both the teams. So they kind of lose focus and came back in next match. That's what's been happening with both the teams, Team Valhalla and Team Zodiac. It is going to the last match. It will go down to the last minute of this match where we will decide that who will be going to the finals to face Team Lazy. So it's a brilliant tournament that us as a community, as a COT community, which just the game just got released and the community has been so brilliant. So it is a great thing for the community to see this brilliant tournament coming out with the help of Team Xenon, who are helping the community to grow. So shout out to Team Xenon, guys. Please go and like their page, go and subscribe their YouTube channel, and show them support so that they can use this opportunity to bring more and more tournaments for you guys with this game.
Yes, guys, as much as you show love towards the Team Xenon and towards the YouTube channel and everyone who's trying to grow this game's community, it will be beneficial for you guys only, because as much as there are more tournaments, more competitions, and everything, more there are competitions, there will be more chances for new teams to come up. And as you guys who are today coming as viewers can tomorrow come as competitors. So think
Yes.
about
Also,
it. It's just not about
Mhm.
just viewing. It's about a dream that you can be here one day playing. And if we are lucky
Mhm.
enough, we'll be here casting about you guys playing such a fabulous game. And just think about it. It will
Yes.
be wonderful.
Also, Model, I would also like this opportunity to thank one of our major sponsor for this tournament, which is being Mr. Visho himself. He has come up and supported us as a community of COT and funded us to organize this tournament. So big shout out to Mr. Visho. Please guys go ahead and subscribe him. He is a brilliant streamer. He plays a lot of games in his Facebook channel as well as in his YouTube channel. Go and subscribe Mr. Bisho Gaming. Links would be provided in the description for him. So guys, please go and watch him play. So he like support him so that he can support us back with the upcoming projects. And going into the game, we see that Grat is being banned again. Marcel, what do you have to say?
Yeah, the same as always. They just don't want to be annoyed. They are just trying to minimize the early invades. That's what I think. And by the way, as they have three picks in for both teams, Team Zodiac got Hayate. What do you want to say about that?
That's like a very necessary pick for Zodiac if they want to win this match. I don't know why like Valhalla kept their options like alive for Hayate to be picked by the other team, but I think they have traded and maybe were forced to pick Zil, so they do not wanted to give Zil to the other team, which was Team Zodiac, where they were playing really good with Zil and Hayate, so they were forced to pick Zil by Ranger. And also, 1B has picked Thane, which is one of the major picks from Team Zodiac coming into the tournament. We have seen that they like Thane and Zil. So they have traded, like for Hayate, they have traded this two heroes and were forced to pick those heroes.
I think they knew that they can't hire they from being traded, so they just picked Zil, Thane, and Liliana, which I think kind of is easy. They have a not much of hard time killing Hayate, because
Mhm.
Hayate is not very good against a single fight. Like think about it, Hayate shines more in a gang
Yes,
fight rather than a solo. Like
yes,
he can
that's
do
very
one on
true.
one, but against Zil or Liliana, who has a lot of dashes and immunity, I think he will have a hard time, as well as who has like a very bad stun.
Yes, that's very true. Whatever you're saying is correct. So like Hayate will be facing a tough time against Zil and Liliana, who can both go in, dash in, and get the kill on Hayate and come back out with safety. So it would be a hard time for Hayate. And but to stop that, we have Meena, I think, who would be supporting Hayate so that she can CC the Zil and Liliana if he decide to go in
Okay,
for Hayate. We also have
Aizen,
Lilia. Yes, I know what you're going to
Aizen,
say.
I'm really sorry to cut you off, but
Yes,
just
I know.
Zuka. Okay, okay, I'm happy. I don't know anything, and I'm just happy it's Zuka. That's it.
It's mutual feelings. It's mutual feelings. Zuka
Yes,
doing Zuka things in match 2 and 3. I hope they would be able to do the same in match 5. I think Zuka is their lucky charm, and I think this could be the reason they might just go into the finals.
yes. मेरा हो गया bro. मैं चलता हूँ. ठीक है. That's the kind of feeling I'm having. Like Zuka आ गया bro. बात करता हूँ. मैं चला. That's what
Yes. So
I have the kind of feeling I have. So let's see what is
yeah,
Miriam.
let's see and let's hope that Son Goku will be lucky the third time itself, and he would sneakily go and take in the turret. What he is doing best right now in match 2 and 3, he did that. He just went in sneakily, took out the base, took out those turrets. So I hope he would be also executing the same plan in this match as well. And we are again seeing Laville being picked by Team Valhalla and Astrid coming in as a jungle, maybe, or maybe Zil. Yeah, Zil will go with
I
the
think
jungle if
no,
I'm
I
not
think
wrong.
Zill is the jungler because Miriam is the
Mhm.
jungler.
Yes, that's true. I think I am not quite sure, but I think Zodiac's draft is a tad better than Team Valhalla, if I'm not wrong. And Scud is also banned, so if we just missed out that Scud was banned.
To be honest, if I say like if I just shut down my feelings for Zuka, that feeling,
Mhm.
that gut feeling I have, if I just shut it down and just speak from my experience, I think Valhalla has the upper hand.
Yes, but for me, I would root for Zodiac because I love the underdogs taking away the championship from the powerhouse, which is Team Valhalla, who has been dominating in the entire tournament. But even if they lose tonight, kudos to them for being the underdog and coming this far and fighting in such good terms with all the powerhouses team that they have come across to the tournament. So, guys, all the audiences, who do you think is gonna win this last match? It's the fifth match, and like it would be a nail biter. Guys, go ahead and comment the favorite team that you are supporting. Come on, show some support to them. Let's motivate
Yes,
them to win this one.
is a sub. Please comment down the names, the team you're supporting. If it's Valhalla, comment down. Spam Valhalla as much as you can, or if it's Zodiac, spam. Just keep spamming their names. It will just show the support for the teams. And as you
Yes,
were
guys.
saying, Zodiac is an underdog. I know they were the underdog, but I don't think they are anymore. They
Yes,
are
that's
much
very true.
more than underdog right now. They just made a name and they showed their teeth to the dominating teams.
Yes,
From the
so
upcoming
like
tournament, everyone would be wary of, like, they be like, oh, there's Zodiac. We have to be careful of them.
yes, that's very true. So there is a tournament coming very soon, which would be an official ranking scrims for the team. So, like we will be looking at the tournament, and Zodiac will no longer be an underdog team, and would have a name that the other teams would be competing and would be fearing from next tournament.
Yes, I think Zodiac would be the team that they look up on to. That's what I
Yes,
think
that's
that
very
going
true.
to happen.
Yeah, so
Let's
like
hope.
yes, moderately like a usual rotation coming in from both the teams. I think both the teams will be playing this game very slow and very safe because this is a deciding match. It's a nail biter, and let's hope for the best. Let the best team win this tournament. And as speaking, please guys go ahead and show some support again for Mr. Bisho. Go and type the love you want to show for Mr. Bisho in this in the comment section, so that he knows that we all love him and we all support him for supporting us back in the community of this game.
Yes, guys, Mr. Bisho is trying to grow this community on his own. Think about it, guys. There's not many people who are trying to grow a community right now. But Mr. Bisho is trying to grow a community for not for himself. Think about it. It's a very selfless thing Mr. Bisho is doing right. So, guys, please show support to him on Facebook, on YouTube, and as well as to Team Xenon Esports.
So we are seeing that Team Blue is setting up for Dragon and Team Red is trading out on Slayer. At this point of time, I believe Slayer is more important than Dragon because they get that extra defense to go in and take out the turrets. So I am not sure, but I think Team Red would be going in and taking out one of the turrets with the buff they got from the Dragon.
Yes, Isaac,
From the
I want.
Slayer, I'm sorry. Mhm.
Yes, to be honest, I want to still see what Zil does in this match because I have high regards for him. Because as much as I saw, I believe
Mhm.
he's a very good player, and but he hasn't been able to shine very much throughout this series. So let's see what he does. I
Yes,
just
also
want to
I
see that thing.
Yes, Mortal. And also, I'm not sure if Miriam is comfortable with Zill because I have not seen him picking Zill. But I still believe that it's a force pick from coming in from Miriam to pick Zill so that the other team, which is Team Zodiac, do not get their comfort pick. A
Oh,
brilliant gang coming in from the blue team, but it was a turnaround, and instead, red team got a double kill because their mage came in and supported the team very well.
yes, Laville was baiting them wonderfully. If he did, I think Isaac, you might have missed it, but they
Hmm.
Laville just baited. He just stayed alive. He stayed alive throughout, but he just stayed alive as much as he wanted to.
Yes.
He just was like, I'm gonna stay alive till my team comes in. As soon as his team came in, he went back and dealt the damage that was needed. It was
Yes, that's. Mhm.
the rotation was wonderful, as well as that beat was.
Yes, that's very true. Red team is kind of ganking the marksman Hayate. They are forming their rotation in the bot lane. The mage is also joining in right now, and it will be a tough time for the tank and for the marksman of the blue team. Let's see what happens. I think the tank would be going down.
Yes.
Okay, this is a
Okay, that
turnaround. I think someone needs to get Laville because he's dealing a lot of damage from backline.
yes, and okay, so Hayate got 2 kills and Zephyr
And
got 1.
Hayate got
Hayate
triple
got
kill. This is a
Mhm.
good farm coming in from Hayate, and he would be getting a lot of items and a lot of gold now.
That, to be honest, Aizen, that was a turnover just because that amazing ult by Zephys. He came on a perfect time, and Zuka doing Zuka things that we don't have to mention.
Yes, yes,
So
of course. He is the smartest guy in the team who knows when to come in and when to take out those turrets. So although
yes,
he gets killed a lot of time with these damages coming in from towers or random damages coming from team, but he makes sure that there is a compensation for him dying, which is the tower.
the thing is, even if Zuka dies like 10 times, he does his job. That's the main thing. As an offlaner, KD is not the main matter in the game.
Yes,
It's about what he
also
gives.
Mortal, I wanna say something that the play that happened right now kind of reminded me of the third match which Zodiac won, where we saw that the top lane was taken out by teams by Zuka and the bot lane was taken out by Hayate. So it was a mirror image that I just saw right now from coming in
Yeah,
from match three.
that's what I was just thinking. And to be honest, I would say that the game
Mhm.
is slowly but surely favoring inside of Zodiac, I would say. The
Yes,
farm
currently they
difference is
have this
not much, but
advantage.
yeah,
Mhm.
but not much. But you can say that the confidence boost that they have, and I just said that, and they just jump on Zuka. Why would
Yes,
you do
so
that with poor Zuka?
Zuka was
Yes,
recalling, and I'm not sure what Zuka was doing, but he was recalling, and he just like the mage came in and jumped in and took the kill.
yes. I want to ask Valhalla, why would you do that with poor Zuka?
So
He is the
Valhalla is getting the bot mid turret from the bot lane, which is a bad news for Zodiac as they are losing on the map presence, and this would kind of be difficult for them in the long run.
okay, Hayate got double kill in the mid lane, but I think the game hasn't gone to either side with the turret or the kills.
Yeah, so I think Hayate, which is played by Reinhardt, is the key to this match if Zodiac wins it because he has dominated early game and taken in kills like way too many kills, and he is now farmed. Usually he takes time to get farmed, but right now with this amount of kills, he is farmed, and I think he would be the main factor which would help Team Zodiac to win this match if they are able to win this one.
Yes, I think Valhalla, the thing Valhalla should do right now is send level to the bot lane to we just stay there and clear the lane and
Hmm.
do the same thing they did in the bot lane with Astrid and the mage. They should just gank and take the top lane as much as pressure the top lane as much as they can because
Yes, true.
they have no goals in the bot lane right now except from stopping from Zuka to stop his push because he that's all he does and that's all that matters. But
Yeah, that's very true. Ranger is focusing on putting pressure in the bot lane so that he can come in and take in the fight and join his team. So Zuka is kind of lagging, like beaten by their other offlaner. Zuka is unable to catch out the turrets, I mean the minions, and he is getting caught. And I think Illumina will go down.
Aizen, that was a very good gameplay by Valhalla. If you saw, they
Yes.
just waited and they caught her from behind. Okay,
Yes.
that was a
So
bad miss by Thane.
yes, so Valhalla is kind of forcing Zodiac to retreat and take out the turrets, the main objectives, but it was compensated a little bit, not even like I would not say that it was an equal compensation, but at least they was able to take the mid turret from the top lane.
I, I think that doesn't matter a much lot because as you can see, they got they got turret, they got the
Yes.
Slayer. So
Mhm.
that the odds of trades are in 3-1. So I don't think that
Yes.
makes them much of a happy right now. But let's see. The thing Zodiac needs to do is just slow down. That's all they can do. They have
Yes, that's
Zuka
very
and
true.
yeah, they have Zuka and just give Zuka to do his Zuka things. They need to give
Yes, so
Zuka
they
space.
yeah, they need to reconsider their strategy and slow down things and play it well because right now they are losing their focus, which is resulting in for them losing their turrets. So I think they need to just calm down a bit, hold on to their lanes, and then strategize. I think their IGL needs to give a call to calm down, to slow down the fights, and then strategize and take turrets one by one and focus on the map more.
Yes, I think all of the players are right now under a lot of pressure. I think they need to calm down and just think about what they are doing once again.
Yes,
Because
that's very true.
that's
Also, also since Zodiac has lost that mid lane and the mid two turrets, it's like in MOBA, one of the most important lane is the mid lane because it is the shortest lane. So for them, the losing mid turrets, mid lane turrets is kind of a great casualty. So they have to come back and take the mid turrets from Team Red, or they would be facing a lot of difficulty in rotating throughout the match.
and even Aizen just mid lane is not even just considered because of the shortest path, but it is also
Mm,
considered that pathway to the jungle. If
yes, that's very true.
if a team's mid lane has been broken, they have don't have any turrets there, then to be honest, their jungle is wide open for invades and everything. Think about
I
it.
think Zil would okay. Zil just escape. He was able. He was almost going down by the gang from Patel and Zuka, but he manages to dash out and be safe and recall to the base.
Yeah, that was a great retreat by Zuka. And Aizen, you said this before, but the Valhalla does know when to retreat and when to fight. That's their strongest point, I think.
Yes, that's their strongest point model. They know when to fight and when to come back, which
Yeah,
is something that Zodiac has been missing in this tournament. I think they will learn going forward from this tournament.
I think the Valhalla has a very wonderful, like experienced IGL. That's what I think. And
Yeah, that could be the reason.
and it's not that Zodiac has a weak IGL or a bad one, but it's anything that such as experience which factors most. So
Yes.
that Zodiac IGL will obviously learn from the mistakes and do better in the future. On in this match, they can show us
Yeah.
miraculous plays. Let's hope for that.
Yes, that's true. So Zuka is being ganked by Xenon. I think Team Red would be going for the Slayer, and if they manage to take this Slayer, I think it will be very difficult for Zodiac to come back in this tournament because with the Slayer they would be able to take a few more turrets, which are the inhibitor turrets, and this will result in more bigger minions coming in, and it would make more difficult for the other team to defend.
I think to be frank, I think this is towards the end of the match because Astrid has totally stopped Zucker from doing his things.
Yes, that's very true. I think they need to defend this right now because if they are unable to defend this, this would be the end of their journey, that their miraculous journey in this tournament. I'm hoping that they will be able to defend this coming gang from mid lane
Oh
and
my God,
would able to
that
come back.
initiate by Thin. Did you just see that?
Yes, I just saw that there was an amazing initiation coming in and a lot of damage coming. Okay, okay, okay. That was a brilliant gang, but four members from Team Zodiac is down. Laville was dealing an enormous amount of damage from the backline, and there was no one from Team Zodiac who could go in and take that Laville down. And
Yes,
I
all
think
I
this
could
could
see in the
be an
screen was numbers flying around. Like the numbers are flying around here and there. That's it.
yes, this could be the end of Team Zodiac's miraculous journey in the tournament, and there is an upset for the underdogs. Valhalla came back very strong in the third match and was able to take down Team Zodiac.
Yes, it was a wonderful showcase of my skills by Zodiac, but Valhalla at the end came on top.
Yes, so guys, Finally, Valhalla, the powerhouse, was able to come back in the third match and defeated Team Zodiac. They are going to the finals, and Ranger with the MVP with 206. Miriam was not able to shine today, but maybe having an off day, but he would be definitely coming stronger in the finals and facing Lazy Prophecy. Guys, this would be a brilliant match. Please come back next Sunday because Lazy Prophecy is going to fight Valhalla. It's the best match. Both the best teams from the entire tournament, throughout this entire tournament, has gone into the finals and would be facing in the best of seven. What do you have to say for this model?
I just want to say I can't wait for the next Sunday because that match is going to be just epic. Think about it. Lazy Prophecy versus Valhalla, both powerhouses. They have wonderful players and experience and everything is there. I just want to see what kind of miraculous gameplay they show us.
Yes. So,
And
guys, mhm.
okay, so I'll let you finish. Okay. So as for Zodiac, it's just the end of journey for here, but there will be many opportunities in the future. So thank you, Zodiac Esports.
Yeah, thank you so much, Zodiac, for joining us in the entire tournament. You guys were brilliant during the entire series. You showed us how an underdog can come and play so well and get into the semi-final. And you were also playing very well in the semi-finals. I was hoping for you guys to come into the finals and fight Lazy Prophecy, but Valhalla did pretty well. They reconsidered their strategy and came back in the final match. So, guys, audiences, please come back on the next Sunday where we will be having a best of seven match, a nail biter between Lazy Prophecy and Team Valhalla. So we will be waiting for you guys to join in the next round, which will be the final round. So see you till then. Good night, model. Good night, audience.
Good night, everyone.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that? I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her